Gamecocks. Taking on another team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense takes the field to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
From the gun, running back on the move. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw on third. Dumps it to the back. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it down the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Red Raiders offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the back. He's got his man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. On first down, here comes this offense. To the ground with the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3.
Number 13 on the field goal.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. One man in the backfield and he gets it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fakes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Floats it out in space. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short drive.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. They'll give it to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On third and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll run the screen. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field.
And it's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense. coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quick strike complete. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive. Turning it on! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They go right back to him. Makes his man miss. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fighting off the defender. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting tackled for loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Takes a hit as he fires. Fakes the grab. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Not in lockstep there with the receivers.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls out.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long. He's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll try to do it himself. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rushes on him. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? 3rd, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raider! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Hurtado. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And they're able to get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Football with the run. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try the run. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. To the air on 1st down. A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Quick spin on the ride. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great.
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a... Third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
The Gamecocks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Handoff to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short in the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the try is no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
2nd down, he'll throw it. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got him downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Unloads quickly.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads it left. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. They want to run it left here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. And his throw is incomplete. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Creates a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run it from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Open space in the middle. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They move on top here in the 4th.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hurtado. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Run out of bounds at the 39-yard line, but what a return to set up this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the timing just a hair off.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He fires one deep down the right side. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of. where he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, guys, let's play some more. Head into overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they're on top here in overtime.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
South Carolina, 49. Texas Tech, 42.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Those 2 failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's hard.